Hey guys, I am Bob's Crosses, Bob Wright, and I wanted to show you this. I made these fire starters, okay, and we're going to test one of them. I made big ones too, and I'll tell you more about that in a minute. And I made these little boxes to hold them. So now what I've done so far is I've melted wax in my hot oven, and I poured it into this, and I didn't have enough wax in it, so I had to add more, and I now have to put in the wood chips. And I do it a little bit at a time. And what I'm doing with these fire starters is basically just making a candle with wood in it. That's it. And look at this piece of trash. We'll just throw a trash can there. Now there we go. I'll need a little bit more. It's not a precise science. It's just a guesstimate. Whenever you think it's good and juicy, because what it has to do is I'm going to make a big one. And what it has to do is it has to soak the wax into the paper, right? So when you put it in the mold, and then it'll stay there. That way when you undo the little corner, I'll show you in just a minute, okay? Right after I make this. Because we are about soupy and ready. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but there is still liquid in here. Right, and that's wax. Now I wanted a little soupy, so it'll do what I want it to do. Okay, and I use my little scoop here. One scoop. And I just spread it out evenly on the bottom there. Okay. Then I take it out. The bottom is soaking pretty good, so I fold.
This fall, fall asleep even easier thanks to Mattress Firm's fall asleep sale is going on right now. And with the holidays fast approaching, they're giving you a chance to trust the best food to friends and family. Because when you get yourself a new U.S. world-class mattress,
put that right over there, so it'll dry. Now, for the test. Okay, here we go. I'm going to pull down my thing up here. It's above you. I hope I don't drop it on the camera. All right. Now then, the fan is blowing, so we see that. All right, let's take a small one here, and what I'll do, I burned one already, and I can turn this off because I'm not going to use it again right now. So what I do is I get the old lighter. Now you can see here that the paper is discolored, right? There's some white and then there's some yellow. What that is the wax. And I'll just I had to really start the other one like this. Oh, it started on this side by itself. Okay. Now then, you see this? this is my little pan. It's a little cast iron pan, and it's got wax in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see how long it takes. This fire here, as you can see, it's pretty decent there. So let's see how long it takes to melt. And as you can see, there's a little bit of smoke, but that's okay. It's not very much, and that's basically carbon, right, from the fire. But now I made, there's 50 here in this box, and I've got enough there probably to make another 20 or 30. And these, I think if you want to build a fire outside, you know, look at that thing. That thing's just amazing, isn't it? It's almost like a sterno. And I've used sterno before for heat in here. Actually, that's what this whole setup is my sterno can, right? And what's in there is some stuff that doesn't burn, and you put your liquid in there and light it, and it burns like sterno. It's a perlite. Perlite is what it is. That thing, it's... Oh, there. It's melted, so let me heat it up just a minute more. And then I found an ingenious way to put it out. Okay, you'll like this. We'll add that to there. And then I'll wipe it out. Now I just thought of this. It's a little bitty bubble ball there, and I've got a chimney adapter for my other heating system for the winter. So I figure I can just put this over that, and then put this on top of that, and it'll go out. But I just wanted you to see it's still going good. You know, imagine if you're camping, you know, if you're camping and want to have a fire, this is great. And like I said, all it is this, you know, and wax. And of course, then you get these little doodads here, and I have molds here for them. So I do this. And that's how I make the little ones like this. You saw me make the big ones. And then let's see how long it's still, but you can turn it over now. Look at that. And all you got to do with this is peel up part of the paper and light it like a candle. I imagine that this thing's burning pretty good. I'm amazed at this. Here, I'll show you something else I did real quick. This is a little carving. I was practicing. I made a stencil too and spray painted it on this. So I can duplicate this on other types of wood and stuff. And then I made something else cool. This is the lid for my box, right? I was going to use this, which my friend Richard gave me, and it holds 40. and I wanted it to hold 50, so I made a different box. But now I'm gonna have this box for the bigger ones, and this is going to be the lid. I don't know if y'all, can y'all see that? Yeah, there. The dragon. And it's burnt, and I'm going to polyurethane it, so it'll look pretty good, hopefully. What else am I going to show you? While we're waiting on this to, I can actually go ahead and fill these cups here, right? What I do with them, there you go. You just take a scoop full, and if you get too much, you just put it into the next one. It doesn't matter, because the shape of the paper is the same. And I like it a little wet, so it will soak that paper, because I made a batch that was too dry, and it didn't light, and the papers came off, so I had to dip them in wax, which I did, you know, and they all stuck together again, which is good. There you go, that's how I do that. Let's see, might as well. That thing is still burning. This is pretty cool. I might fast forward through all this part. No, I couldn't do that. I'm listening to the radio. Unfortunately, it's playing what I want. But that's it. This fire is amazing. Could you imagine if you had a bunch of them? You could actually put them on your grill, and the big ones might be able to be used for cooking. And the wax is hot, but I turned the heat off, and it'll stay, you know, liquid for a while. And then I put these on here. There, put the wax in there. Basically, that's it. Now, this thing here is. You could cook an egg on a frying pan with that. It gets hot enough. You saw it got hot enough to melt wax like that. Well, all right, I'm going to put it out now. I'm going to take my tube. I'm going to put it over there, and then I'm going to put that on there. And I'm going to wait a few minutes. It might explode. No, it won't explode. All right, there, a little bit of smoke. Now, it'll probably light back up. If you actually put a flame to it, it would just light right back up. I'm going to actually be very safe and remove this and take it outside. So I'll end the video. And remember, I am Bob's Crosses, and this is R&B TN Workshop here in Corrigan, Tennessee. Thank you for tuning in.